What's up, y'all? It's Jackie New. I got some new decks, everybody. They just came in like 3 days. 3 days ago. So I did open them up. But um they still are interesting. Still like brand new to me. I haven't really read out of it. One deck had a bell. And the deck that had a bell in it wasn't even no tarot deck. I got it from Five Below. I'm not gonna read out this deck though. I just it's supposed to have been like a game, but I had got it anyway. Cause I probably like if I want to clarify or something. It'll have a message. And it had a bell. I didn't even know it had no bell in it. So we're gonna first start out. Well, first let me show you the decks that I got. I'm gonna start with the Astro, my old school Astro deck as usual. But the new decks I got are I had 4 new decks. Is it 4? Well, 5 if you include that game deck. The first new deck I got, Prism Oracle. This may look familiar to y'all. I was watching what's her name? Big Body High Priestess Big Body Benz. I was like, that deck looks very interesting. So I had looked at the box she had and I grabbed them bitches off Amazon. So then we have I don't know what this deck it don't matter who made them. But this deck is about animals, nature. I had a choice between this deck and another deck that I couldn't make my mind up. This one was cheaper, so I just got this one. Then we have so that one is called what is called Thriving Tapestry, Spiritual Crafting Oracle, whatever. It has a lot of animal totems in there, or whatever the word is. Then I got this deck, Celestial Insights. This kind of reminds me of the other Oracle decks that I already have a little bit, but it's slightly different. And the last deck I got, I did open it up, is a yes or no, when and how deck. This one seems very interesting to me. But that could be like for a personal reading. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to use it in the regular readings. We're gonna see. You know me, I'm gonna use it anyway. So let's first start with we're gonna read the messages for today, the energy for today, or this what it is, Virgo eclipse going on at the moment. Yeah, I think it's pretty much at the moment, even though I don't think the moon is fully full yet. But it don't matter when we're dealing with eclipses. It's even when just regular full moons or new moons, 3 days before, 3 days after. But when it comes to eclipse, it's even more and more further than that. Moon at the bottom of the deck, just off of default. But let's pull some energies. I don't have that much time. I'm hoping, because I'm in transit right now, waiting on. I'm waiting on. I probably got like an hour, maybe less than an hour. We'll see how far this goes. I had been missing the setup, y'all. Missing coming on. I ain't been on in like 2 weeks. I just looked at my last post live. It was like 2 weeks ago. Hold on, cut the car off. All right. So we're gonna pull out this Astro deck. Let's see what come on. I got distracted looking at this work truck beating down the block. He in a work truck, but he bow 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 bow. Y'all probably can't hear it. We got the fourth house. Well, the moon rules fourth house. And we know that Cancer derives out of the fourth house. Oh shit. This is the house of family, your comfort, shit like that. Well, not really family, but yeah, I guess you say family, but mothering instincts and energies more than anything. This is we also know that 4 is a masculine energy when you just look at straight numerology, but Cancer is a feminine energy, but that goes to that yin and yang set up with Cancer. It's just in general. So let's see what else I got to say. So we got that one. I wish I had a setup. Okay. Oh, it feels so good outside. What's next? Let's see what other energies come out today. Lilith. I'm gonna put it back. I don't want it. It came out like it was lazy anyway. So that Lilith energy feels weak anyway. Because the way it came out, it was so lazy. Like I really picked it up. I don't know where Lilith is at. Damn it. I should have looked at the transit chart. Fuck, I always forget that shit. But we got Neptune. That's Pisces. Pisces. Neptune rules Pisces. It's a water energy, just like the fourth house is in astrology. I need to. I want to look at the transit chart real quick, for real, for real. I don't have no extra phone on me, no extra device, so I can. I ain't worry about it. You know how your phone got that option or that feature where you can split the screens. I wonder if I can do that while I'm on live. Let me see. Okay. No, it's not working for me on live. It's all good though. But since I got my phone in my hand, let me look at the transit chart real quick, y'all. Hold on. Give me 2 seconds. No, give me like 10 seconds. Okay, hope I wasn't going too long. I'm back, bitch. Okay, so Cancer is in Mars at the moment. Might be even in retrograde. Anyways, I didn't see any substantial things in that chart I could have saved. So let's pull one more card. I don't like the way that came out. No, bitch, we're not doing it. Saturn, that was Saturn. We're gonna pull 4 cards because I kind of want to keep Saturn. Saturn got that powerful energy, like, bitch, I'm the boss, ho. You better keep me. That would have felt like. I don't like the way that one came out. It was Jupiter. Okay, then we got Leo came out in the reverse, but that don't necessarily matter at the moment. So we got 4 energies that I pull. I may start evolving from 3 to 4, maybe, because 4 makes the entire sense out of the situation. I noticed, even when I'm pulling cards. Like my last message, my last reading, I had ended up pulling like 4 different messages, and that's when I had got the complete full circle. Anyway, so we got the fourth house, Neptune, Saturn, and Leo. We already know that Neptune is a watery energy. We already described the fourth house. Neptune is in Pisces at the moment. What's in Saturn? Pisces too, yeah. Then we got Leo. Leo is the extrovert. Saturn is like restrictions and pinning your ass down in the disciplinarian action. But Leo is kind of like, fuck all that. Let's have fun type shit. Okay, that's just the basic foundations for the energies that we reading from this message. What should I read out of next? What should I read out of next? If you just got here, the other card that I pulled was Leo. We had the fourth house, Neptune, Saturn, and Leo. Saturn at the moment is in Pisces again. Leo, Saturn is that disciplinarian energy, that authoritarian energy, while Leo is that let's have fun, exciting. They're not thinking about nothing but themselves and what's pleasing to them and fun to them at the moment. What should I pull? Okay, I'm gonna pull the prism. This reminds me of the numerology deck just because it's basic colors. So we're gonna pull that next. This not my first time looking in this deck, but this is my first time like actually trying to find a message out of it. So y'all bear with me. It does have a book though. Some of these decks that I got don't have a book. This deck has a book. We're gonna read out the book too. Okay. It is so pretty. Look at it, y'all. It's pretty. And it's good quality too. These not even cardboard. This is cardboard. Like more cardboard. This is like damn near, I mean it's cardboard, but it's that thick box cardboard type shit. I like sturdy decks. I like the way they shuffle. Feel good in my hand. When I was a child, I used to love shuffling playing cards. And I ain't even know nothing about tarot. Okay. What up? What up? We reading out of a new deck, everybody. Well, we're reading out of several new decks. This is the first pull out of the first new deck. We already read out the Astro deck. Y'all gonna have to just stay tuned to see what the messages was out of that. I'm sure I repeat myself. I don't feel like repeating right now though. Let's see what the next message come out of this new deck. I already gave me Leo energy because it's yellow. Let's see what it say. Anxiety. Anxiety. Well, when you mix Leo with Saturn, that will seem like some anxious ass energy. Hold on. What should I do with this? I tell you what. Yeah, I'm just gonna pull 3 cards and I'll read it later. Um, yeah, I want to read it now though. I'm gonna read it now. Anxiety, look at it. Look at how it got noodles everywhere, all scattered and shit. It gives 5 energy, that Leo energy too. But in a but you know, this is anxiety. I guess one of the polarities of Leo would be anxiety, like Aquarius type energy. I ain't saying that Aquarius is like anxious based, but Aquarius is Saturn ruled though. So you know what I'm saying? It's kind of like yeah. Let's see what the books say real quick. Let's see what the books say. Okay. Now, out of this deck, there's multiple explanations for each color, just like that numerology deck was. I don't know how many. I think it's 3. Yeah, it's 3. It's 3 for each. Each color has 3, just like the numerology deck did. Okay. So it says when you're feeling anxious, it usually is because you are very worried about something that has an uncertain outcome. When this happens, we write a script in our heads, creating an outcome that is most likely far worse than the actual outcome. And then you can manifest, materialize that shit too, just because you had your mind on it and you swear to God that's what it is. Try your best to stay in the present and not focus on events that haven't occurred yet. Try your best also with this Virgo full moon eclipse to have your shit in order too. What's up, Misa? To have your shit in order. And that's easier said than done. And I had this experience yesterday, thinking I got all my T's crossed and my I's dotted, and I did from a surface level. But I was feeling anxiety about doing something. And it was really because it was other shit in the background that wasn't positioned correctly. So I ain't gonna go down the whole ritual that I went through to get what I needed to make that anxiousness subside a little bit. But what, in a nutshell, what I did was just really talk to myself and get it out however that may look to you. For me, I was speaking, I was talking to myself like out loud verbally. I don't know how that could look for anybody else. I'm a Gemini, so for other energies it could look different, but however it is, even if it's uncomfortable, that's why that Lilith came out too, because I was uncomfortable talking to myself out loud, but I did it anyway. Long story short, once I got all these thoughts and emotions and things out of my mind, because I can think about it all day, it's a different thing when it comes to speaking it out for me. But once I got it all out, other things started making sense, and I started putting other puzzle pieces together, and my anxiety subsided because I realized the anxiety was there because I got all my T's crossed and my I's dotted on the surface level, but it was some other things that um I didn't know I needed to look at until I really evaluated shit for real, for real, for real, with that Lilith energy. So it may be uncomfortable to really process the shit, but it might be more important for you to be uncomfortable at the moment to process these things, because remember, it's an eclipse at the moment. So you might want to goddamn sort certain things out that you got going on internally, even if they're uncomfortable, just to get them out so that that energy in itself can start to circulate and makes you know how life is. You might have a thought, and if you dwell on that thought, you'll start seeing synchronicities around you that's going to add on to that energy of that thought. But if you like are doing these things consciously with good intentions and doing your actual shadow work, that was shadow work what I was doing for real. Doing these things consciously to like, and from an unbiased perspective, not trying to be all happy and giddy about shit and not wanting to taint your happiness. No, you need to look at everything so that the happiness can actually be fulfilled in happiness when the situation actually occurs with this Virgo eclipse that we got going on. Oh yeah, you a Gemini, me, so you get it. So you feel me? I had even recorded the shit. I'm not gonna no. I'm not gonna well, it'd be interesting, but it'd be interesting the things that I be going through internally. But I don't be wanting to talk about it to everybody. I'm on the internet. Cause when I had did that, I was like, damn, why the fuck am I saying this shit online on a recording? And then I started having negative thoughts about that. Like, damn, are you finna die or something? Are you like leaving a message for your family to remember you by? But at the end of the day, when I had got my answers from myself, I realized that no, that was just the fear that was creeping in. Anyway, long story short, push through it anyway. even when it don't feel good. That Lilith energy, because I was feeling to even express that shit to myself felt off. It felt off because those things needed to come out. For one, it felt off because it was some things that was not sorted out, and I was already feeling off, and that's for two. And it felt off because I needed to do it, and yet, well, ain't no number three on that one. But let's pull another card. So that's corresponding me to that Leo energy and Saturn. And Saturn is in Pisces at the moment. So your dreams and desires and shit like that can be structured around, but be careful to not go too far because Saturn is still reality. So be careful to not like go for some wishes and dreams and negate your responsibilities. Like trying to make an excuse to do what the hell you want to do and not look at what you're responsible for, because that responsibility right now, Virgo eclipse going on, Saturn and Pisces going on, your responsibilities is why you're actually anxious, because it's not the circle of what you're responsible for has not been completed by you. I ain't saying, let me not, because I don't want to project, because I could be talking to myself, but whatever. That was my case. Growth. We got growth next. Yeah, that self. I already read that. Growth. Okay. Look, we got the anxiety over here, looking like the sun. Then we got the growth over here. Then we know some of these energies are in water. So let's see what growth talking about though. Because we had Saturn 2 to come out. What a book at? Growth green. We need my girl Shine. Never mind. But we need my girl Shine on here. She knows how to break down the colors like I know how to break down numbers. So we got 3 different perspectives of each color. Okay. No, we got more than 3. We got 3, 4, 5, 5. It might be 5 for each one. I might have miscounted the last one. 1, 2, 3, 4. It might be 5 for each one. I don't know. But it's 5 for the green though. And this is a more duller green. So you got 2 bright greens. All of them kind of like different color greens. Okay, they are all different color greens. This is more like a doodle green. Like mud and mud. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yeah, like a more off green. Hey, Jack, it's crazy. I'm watching you. I just found a new feather. That's crazy. Synchronistic, a bigger one. Last live, I had a feather, big growth. So to you, shout out to you. Appreciate that. So we got the growth energy, and it's like a doodle green. This card speaks to the transformational qualities of nature and its ability to softly grow and change throughout time. We are constantly growing and shifting throughout our lives. True growth means that you're moving towards your ultimate truth and the highest version of yourself. Sometimes growth can be painful, and you can need to prune to make way for new blossoms. Remember that this is just a part of the process, and you're making your way toward your own sacred truth. Okay. So when you're growing, because this looks like some growth energy that is like pushing itself up out of the ground. Like that's how do I say it? You got the horizon and under the horizon. Under the horizon is where a whole lot of the work happens, but it's not seen and could be looked at as, could be belittled, so to speak. You could be going through some heavy transformations internally, but a person look at you and think, bitch, you ain't got nothing going on. But really, it's some very heavy, substantial growth that's taking place at the moment. This card speaks to that, and just by you going through that process, you're by default got to sprout some leaves. You got to sprout some flowers by default. Like things are going to transform regardless. If you have already went through a certain level of growth, it's inevitable at some point. Things are already in motion. So let's not grow from this anxious seed. So that's important. Reminding me it's important to make sure that all the responsibilities are kind of like at least looked at. Not to say that you got to take care and dot every I and cross every T of your responsibilities, but make sure that you pull out these things that's important so that you can at least have these things in your awareness to know that these puzzle pieces are also included in the overall scope. Because you could think that you got all the puzzle pieces over here set into place, and not even realize that you got other responsibilities over here that will affect the positionings of this puzzle. And if you were to keep lining these things up without all of the pieces together, they won't even end up looking like an actual picture for real. It won't even be what it is. And that's where that underlying anxiety may be stemming from. Underlying anxiety. Not, you know how you have this fear or sometimes an anxiousness that you can't pinpoint where that shit is coming from? At this moment, it's very likely it could be coming from something that you're responsible for, or the energy of that is based in responsibilities. Next month, that same scenario may not be based in the energy of responsibilities. It could be based in the energy of something else. But right now, it's pointing to your responsibilities that's going to allow you to um be happy and let this anxiety subside. Because when I had that realization that I had, immediately my anxiety subsided when I realized, oh, this is what it is, and this is how I need to do this. I need to do it in this way. I was missing that. Immediately, my anxiety went away. So let's pull another card up out of this deck. One more card. Now, for y'all who just got here, we're pulling out brand new decks that I've never had before, that I've never read out of before. I just got these decks. I looked through them, but I didn't read out of them for real, for real. I wanted to actually unbox and unwrap them on live, but I don't have that patience. I was too excited. I want to see. I want to see what they were like. Hunger at the bottom of the deck. Okay, one more card up out of this deck. All right, what we got? Ideation. I don't even know what that word is. Let me see. Ideation. Let's look it up because I don't know what that means. But just by looking at the deck, let me just look at the deck. We got the star in the middle of a square and a circle. So logic and reasoning being centered some kind of way. Let me read out the deck. You are the star. The square will be the logic. The circle will be that reasoning. That feels good to me so far. But ideation, the word ideation, I don't think that's like a positive word though. So let's see. Ideation. Where you at? Is this orange or red? This must be dark orange. I don't see it. Hold on. Wait a minute, y'all. Give me grace. This is my first time looking in this deck or pulling out of this deck for real. Let me see if it got a table of contents. Context. No, I don't see. Oh, I forgot. I was supposed to. It's one of these decks that give you. I think it's this deck that gives you like. No, it's the yes and no when and how deck that gives you a good template to go by when you're finding answers out of this deck. This one also has that, different templates to pull out of, but fuck all that. Let me find this card, ideation. Because what ideation mean, y'all? I think ideation is like, I don't know, I don't want to sound ignorant. Because two different terms came to my mind. Idealism and like isolation. Both of those terms. So I'm trying to find it. Wait a minute. Because not in the orange. Let me see. It wasn't in the red. Let's see. And I bet you whatever I'm going through right now to find this card is very representation of what this card even means. Watch. Okay, here you go. Why is it over here in the pink? Okay. Ideation. This card is about the growth of ideas, and new projects in your life. Now is the time to focus on creating a safe space for your creative endeavors. This moment is just for you and your project. Let your ideas grow while you nurture and care for them. Enjoy the special time. So the message could be about some things that only you are aware of that you have in the works, things that you would say found it, said the formation of creating an idea. Okay, that's what they're saying. So in order for you to foundate some ideas, because you have the energy of growth, this anxiety over here could cause you to not take your own ideas seriously, to like shy away from them. We did have Lilith peek his head out to shy away from them because out of fear, out of like a lack of self confidence type shit. Because in this energy, you're kind of isolated. And not you necessarily, it could be this thought or this idea or the fact that you are the one to come up with ideas. You going through the process of even collecting ideas to even have an overall goal to set is something that only you can be aware of at the moment. Back to that growth card, up under the ground, where a whole lot of the workings of what's finna bud out and what's finna spring out of the ground is taking place up under the ground where nobody can see. People walk on it all the time, not knowing there's a baby being born. People don't even realize. You may not even fucking realize that there's all sorts of things that's in the potential. Not even that, the ideas that you could be having. You could have the potential of having a great idea, the greatest idea ever, but kind of like not not highlighting that whole notion out of whatever's the responsibilities in the background, lack of resources, um, being too concerned about shit that don't matter. Let's remember Virgo is in a soft node. So being worried about some of your responsibilities, they might not even be that heavy. It's just that you haven't fully looked at them to see how to sort these things out, to organize these things, write them down. Some people need to write. I had to talk. Some people need to write it down. Some people may even need to talk to somebody else. I had to talk to myself, literally. What you say? Real shit. I had to talk to myself, literally. So it's like some of these things, this anxiousness could be blocking the potential growth, or you believing in your simple as plain, what you may think is a plain ass idea. You don't know that it came from you. You're a unique individual. You don't know if other people, for an example, I was just riding this morning because I was hungry, but I ain't want nothing heavy though. And I didn't want to go to no McDonald's, Burger King. I wanted a smoothie. I wanted some fruit. I wanted a fruit cup. And I could have went home and made one myself, went to the grocery store, but I ain't had time for that. And I'm like, and I did this one time before in another state. I was like, what if why nobody don't got no smooth, like, where are the healthy little pop-up shops? I stay in simple ass Mobile, Alabama, so we can imagine that it ain't a whole lot of businesses down here like it probably would be in Atlanta or something. But I'm like, what if I do that shit? That's a simple ass idea. But in reality, ain't nobody in this area doing that shit. So those simple ass ideas, don't belittle them based off of your lack of resources, your anxiety, lack of self-confidence, or whatever the fuck it may be. Build off of it, even if that's not the end all goal. Just the fact that you're working towards something that can turn into something else that ain't got to look like what you originally thought it was going to be. And life is just life. It don't, like, I ain't saying it doesn't matter what you end up being having as a legacy, but while you're producing and while you're processing through it, that part don't necessarily matter. It's about actually doing the work. The process is the enjoyable part. When you complete it and look back at it, the main thing you're gonna remember about it is the process you went through. And depending on the process, how your energy was set up when you were looking at what you had to go through, was it anxiety based or was it happy? Um, that's gonna affect the whole play out of like what you're trying to materialize or what the goal is you're finna get ready to set or the idea you got about it. Okay, we gonna read out of in my description. Ooh, I'm glad I thought of it. I usually don't think about it until after I'm over. In my description, I do have a link where you can click and join the live. And guess what? I got a yes, no, when, and how card deck. This deck, I glanced at it. It seemed very precise. The way it even, especially if I was to go after the template that they had in this deck. So if you got a question that it may need details, or just a basic ass question that I can help you dig inside of to pull out the details. Virgo is in the eclipse right now. Click the link. Don't be scared. Ain't nobody in this bitch. Ain't nobody but two people in here. And if the information go too far, I'll make it private. But click the link, y'all, if y'all want to have fun in this deck. But until y'all do, or if y'all don't, I'm gonna read out the Celestial Insight deck next. I'm gonna say this because I think this deck, this yes or no, when and how deck, probably will be more of a personal deck. Like if I was to pull it out now and read out of it, I don't know how that reading would make sense to everybody. I mean, it could. I can make it make sense, but I haven't even used the deck yet, so I don't know. Excuse me. And even if y'all don't click the link, I still am gonna pull out that deck before it's over with today. Okay, let me put this back. Something is in my damn eye, and it's been in my eye for like an hour. Something in my damn eye, and I don't want to mess up my eyeliner. Women's problems. Okay. Damn, I meant to ring my bell. I got a bell. Y'all remember me saying, oh, I need me a bell. This the perfect. My bad. Y'all remember me saying I need a bell? This is the perfect size bell, and it's loud. It ain't no weak ass bell. Clearing the energy. I ain't mean to clear the energy, but it's all good. I ain't even mean to clear the energy. Okay, let me read out the celestial. Hold on. Damn, y'all, that was my cue right there. I actually gotta go. I might come back on a little later. What time is it? Oh shit, Mister, Mister.
Hey, girlie.
Damn, my people just called for me to pick them up, but I'm still finna We'll come back to the celestial deck. Ask a question real quick, and I'm gonna see what
No,
this deck talking about.
okay, so and it's crazy because before I came on, I was like, girl, you better make sure you have your question. But of course, my Virgo moon, I was like, I got like 1,000 questions. I don't know what.
It's okay. She just called, so I still got a little minute.
Okay,
So
okay,
we got
cool.
the yes, no. It don't matter which one. We got to split these decks in half. This is the
Ooh,
yes, no side. This is the when and how side. So
ooh.
you can just ask a general question because I just want to see what this deck is like.
Okay, okay. So I did want to ask, is there any more preparation that I need to do to step into my higher self?
Okay. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Yes or no? I'm sure it's gonna be a yes because that's for everybody. But it's gonna still give you more detail on the yes. And we're gonna pull a how card. Okay. Oh, I'm glad I got this deck because I already wanted to have a reason to get people to click the link. Now I got a reason. I'll say, see, yes.
Heck yeah.
It says the manifestation from new ideas, and we were just talking about that. It's a whole different deck. And actions give you a strong chance to achieve a significant impact. So let me read again. The manifestations from new ideas and actions. So acting on these new ideas gives you an opportunity to achieve something that you didn't know that you could achieve. A promising opportunity has arisen that requires your immediate attention. You got a lot of Virgo on your chart, don't you? Do you? No,
I
I'm thinking
got
about
Virgo in
somebody
my
else.
10th house.
I'm thinking about somebody else. So this miraculously solves the previous predicament, changing your life for the better. Right. That makes sense. Because just by you and whatever the action could be, it don't necessarily have to be anything tangible. You might, just like I was doing yesterday, pulled out my phone and recorded myself for no reason from the outside looking in, look crazy. But actually that was an action that I took. And immediately I was able to solve a real life situation based on me letting that energy out. And this could solve previous predicaments, changing your life for the better. So that's that whole notion of, to me, you can go back in time and change shit. That's how. So whatever it is you manifest, whatever it is that your higher self is doing, is correcting shit previously too. It's going over. So I wish I had my chart up so I could look at the retrogrades. I'm gonna pull a how card for you real quick.
No, much appreciated, lover.
I wish I could go in. That's okay though, because now I know. Now I know this is gonna be my reason to get people to click the link.
Okay, and
Hold on,
I
let's
just
pull them.
found out how to click the link. I was like, at first I had to do like the copy and paste, but as soon as you do the copy, jank, it literally takes you right to the join live.
Okay. And my
So
other
just
phone wouldn't even let me add the link. All right.
yeah.
So how and when? How and when? What the question was again? What do your
Basically,
higher
was
self
there
need to
any
do
more,
to?
yeah, was there any more work that I needed to do to be stepping into my higher self? Like, I know it's always unfinished
See,
business. I
see,
need to do.
if I had
I'm ready to
time,
do it.
and for anybody who's watching, this is rushed right now, only because I'm in the middle of a transition. But if I had the time, I pull other cards too, just to let y'all know who's watching. Ooh, he came. Look how it jumped out. So it's like kind of ready. If yes, so it was yes. You have total control over the situation. Previously hidden information appears once you see the bigger picture in 2 to 3 weeks. What's in 2 to 3 weeks? It'll be a new moon. Okay. So that'll be Aries and Aries season. It becomes bigger once you understand that life is too short for the small stuff. So don't allow those little things that could be nagging you in the background stop the whole process of what's going on internally and even externally. Like say you don't have what you need to make a tarot deck or some shit. Get you a piece of paper and a pen or pencil and do that shit. Don't let the small things stop you, because the bigger picture is you becoming into your highest fulfillment. And that's like a major thing when you contrast it against the simple shit that go down through the day. Regardless, play the situation in your favor with delicacy. Okay, so these things could be very subtle then, and you probably don't have to put a whole lot of extra emphasis on certain things that may not matter, or achieving certain goals like I got to do this shit. It says play the situation in your favor with delicacy, so that also lets me know it's subtle things that could be taking place that's you may overlook because it seems so basic. No, that was like something that was very aligned with the energy that you are already trying to see for yourself type shit.
Heck yeah.
Okay,
But
I
everyone
like this
speaking.
deck. I like this deck. Look,
All right.
I got to go though. I thank you for clicking the link, Misa.
Now, much love.
And all right, then. I'll see you in the next class we're gonna have in a couple of weeks. Well, in a couple of months. All right, girl. Let me
All
go
right,
ahead
yeah,
and
you know.
go take care of my business. Dang, I want to go in. Bye, y'all.
All
I'm
right,
finna go
peace out.
too. Bye, baby. That was a good. I like this deck. I like this deck. Now I'm finna dip. Okay? I'm about to dip. So here got a instruction paper. See, it tells you how to do the deck. Like if I want to start taking private, like actual consultations or some shit, like personal consultations or whatever, messages or readings. First, I got to do these things on myself. I low key did when I first pulled the deck out, but I ain't really. I didn't go in. I got to do it on myself one day. But anyway, y'all, I got to go because I got to go. I fuck with y'all. I fuck with y'all. I fuck with y'all. I'll see y'all later. Bye. And I might come on later so I can because I haven't even pulled out two of the decks, my new decks. So I might come on a little later if I got time. Bye.